Most men spend their lives chasing love, validation, and happiness from women, only to end up heartbroken, used, or trapped. They give everything: time, attention, energy, even their future. And yet, the return rarely matches the sacrifice. But over 200 years ago, a man named Arthur Schopenhauer exposed a brutal truth. A truth so raw and so uncomfortable that even today, society refuses to speak it aloud. Schopenhauer didn't sugarcoat reality. He didn't care for political correctness. He saw human nature as it was, not as we wish it to be. And his observations about women shattered the romantic delusions most men still live under. By the end of this, you'll understand where you've been deceived and how to finally take back control. Schopenhauer saw through the lies. To him, what we call love isn't a higher emotion. It's not spiritual, not transcendent, and certainly not eternal. Instead, it's a clever illusion, a trick played by biology to ensure reproduction. Love is the ultimate goal of almost all human effort, but it's a trap. That intoxicating feeling, the butterflies, the infatuation, the obsession, it's chemistry, a series of neurochemical events designed to override reason and logic. It's nature pulling your strings. You think you're chasing the one, but you're actually chasing genetic survival. Attraction, in this view, is less about compatibility and more about instinct. For women, that attraction is often based on dominance, resources, and security. For men, it's youth, beauty, and fertility. These preferences aren't social constructs, they're evolutionary blueprints. And once that biological objective is achieved, once the illusion has served its purpose, love, as most know it, begins to fade. The spark dies. Passion turns to routine. Romance decays into obligation. The end of love is not always a failure. It's often the design. Nature is not fair. It is hierarchical. Men are not born equal in value to women. From puberty, a woman's value is given. Youth and beauty are her currency. She walks into the marketplace of attraction with a loaded hand. She doesn't need to build. It's already there. But a man's value must be earned. He starts from nothing. He must become through strength, skill, resources, and resolve. Schopenhauer put it bluntly: women are childish, frivolous, and short-sighted. He didn't mean this as a misogynistic insult, but as a description of a biological reality. Women are optimized for nurturing, not conquering. Their instincts are designed for short-term safety and emotional intuition, not long-term vision or abstract philosophy. Meanwhile, men are told to be in touch with their emotions, while women chase the strongest male they can find. Men are taught to provide and protect, only to end up in courtrooms fighting for custody, stripped of assets, and left broken. The game isn't just rigged, it's misunderstood. Schopenhauer coined a chilling phrase: the tyranny of the weak. It's the hidden power of those who appear powerless. A woman doesn't need brute force to control a man. She needs vulnerability. She needs emotion. She needs the illusion of weakness that triggers a man's instinct to protect. And once he assumes that role, she owns him. A man who misunderstands this dynamic becomes her tool. He'll work harder, bend further, give more, only to be discarded when he's no longer useful. Not because she's evil, but because he failed to see the game. Women respect strength, not compliance, not desperation. The more you chase, the more they retreat. The more you need, the more they lose interest. This is the tyranny of the weak. Control through perceived fragility. Schopenhauer's most brutal truth isn't about women. It's about men. The happiness we receive from ourselves is greater than that from our surroundings. The real battlefield isn't romance. It's within your own mind. Most men are not betrayed by women. They're betrayed by their own illusions, by their own need for approval, for validation, for external worth. The truth is, life is indifferent. The rules are not equal. Fairness is a myth. But the man who adapts, who accepts this truth, becomes untouchable. Power comes not from controlling others, but from mastering yourself. So, where does that leave us? If love is an illusion, if the game is rigged, what's the answer? It's not bitterness. It's sovereignty. There are 3 pillars that make a man unshakable. 1. Economic sovereignty. When you control your income, you control your time. No boss, no dependency, no begging. A man who owns his resources cannot be manipulated. 2. Philosophical depth. Most men are mentally enslaved by mainstream thinking. Free yourself. Read, reflect, question everything. Schopenhauer himself was a master of ruthless clarity. Be the same. The man who sees clearly walks through life like a king. 3. Physical mastery. The body reflects the mind. Discipline in your training becomes discipline in your decisions. Strength isn't just aesthetics. It's proof that you can command yourself. Build these 3 pillars, and no rejection, no betrayal, no woman can break you. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves to be like other people. Schopenhauer. Most men are slaves, not to women, but to the false expectations about women. They've been conditioned to sacrifice their identity, suppress their instincts, and chase validation, all to fit into a system designed to weaken them. But here's the truth. You don't need to hate women. You need to understand them. You don't need to withdraw from the world. You need to see it clearly. The game is only rigged if you play by society's rules. If you chase love as your purpose, you'll lose both love and purpose. But if you chase purpose on your terms, everything else falls into place. The battle between men and women isn't personal. It's ancient. It's biology playing itself out in modern clothing. But there's no victory in blaming. The man who wins is the one who evolves, who reclaims his time, his strength, and his mind. Step away from the illusions. Rebuild yourself in the image of truth. This is where your real life begins.